Big. Whoops. Turn the mic on first. There we go. Okay, good evening. Welcome to June 25th, 2026 Planning Board meeting. First thing we're going to do is a pledge of allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. I got it this time, for some reason. I need to appoint Ray LeMay as a voting member. First item on the agenda is AMS subdivision. They've asked for, hey, keep it down so I can talk, so everyone can hear me. The first item on the agenda is AMS subdivision. They've asked for a continuance. So, can somebody make a motion to continue till July 23rd, please?
So moved.
Thank you. Second. Discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
Second item on the agenda is going to be a conceptual for, I don't even know who it's for, NBAC?
Yep.
Okay,
So,
you must be Bradley.
I am Bradley. I brought some 11 by 17s just to have something better to look at.
One second. Could you give us the
For the record, I know the guy that's standing right there.
I recognize you too. How are you?
Good. Years ago, I did a subdivision, when I was working for Bedford Design, I did a subdivision for him and his brother. So I don't have a conflict, but I just want to let everybody know.
You know him?
I know him, yes.
I worked with Bob along the way too. You good?
I'm good. You do good?
I'm good. All right, so good evening. My name is Justin Duke. I'm the Director of Real Estate with Tebow Corporation, located at 603 Mammoth Road in Londonderry. This is Brad with Meridian Land Services. We have a parcel of land that's located directly opposite of, or in front of, I should say, Duck Pond. It's approximately 25.6 acres. It's technically off of Townhouse Road. The plan that we have is a conceptual plan. It's depicting 52 workforce or affordable housing units. The affordable housing unit's been a hot topic, as everyone knows, both on a federal, state, and local level. So prior to our meeting this evening, I first had a meeting with Naomi. She gave me some input, basically her feedback. Then I went and met with the chief, and the chief actually was kind enough to send an email off to you guys. I'm not sure if you saw his letter yet or not, basically saying what his concerns were and the concessions he'd be willing to make under certain circumstances. Couple of the key points I just wanted to say before I go ahead and hand this off to Bradley is, one thing is that the access is going to be off of 114, and basically the ZBA variance that we'd be looking for is instead of a 100-foot setback, it'll be a 40-foot setback, and that is referenced in why we have the chief's letter that we asked for to get his input. So I know you did recognize. Does anyone have any questions in regards to his letter or anything?
One question right now. You said 40-foot setback rather than,
Then 100 from unit to
you mean
unit.
building separation?
Correct.
Okay.
And I'll hand it over there for Bradley.
So yeah, 100-foot building separations required where 40 is being proposed, which is obviously the brunt of the conversation thus far. Obviously have, conceptual fire department support. I guess just to explain the layout a little more, it's proposed in condex style, so there's 26 buildings resulting in 52 units. A couple other things about the development that aren't really being demonstrated at this point, but we would anticipate would be incorporated as a public water supply system to service the development, as well as a communal septic system. Really what we're trying to get behind and utilize is the upcoming statutory change to allow for multifamily. However, obviously, the owner's open to a different residential type, but really here just to open up the conversation and see what the board's thoughts are.
So I assume you're talking about a condominium development with private roads?
Yes.
How did you calculate your density?
And that's kind of one of the questions, you know, with the multifamily statute coming in, it seems to be in line with what the lot could support. And I understand that may be a impact, whether a workforce type development would be more preferable. So kind of open, I guess, in terms of how we are getting to where we are.
So this meets minimum lot sizing for state New Hampshire DES requirements?
So what we're showing here actually is under what the density would be for following the state's lot sizing. So if I remember correctly, our calculations based on the soils out there resulted in 58.97 units being allowed.
Was the community well?
So hasn't been figured out at this point. One thing that I was considering, there's the other commercial lot. We could potentially go over there.
I mean, it's gonna be a 200-foot well radius, it's gonna take out quite a chunk.
There'll probably be 175 or 150. I don't think it'll get in that, but it may. But I think there's more than sufficient room to fit it on that lot, if needed.
So you're gonna need a variance for the road geometry also.
What do you mean by that?
These little curves you have at the corners don't meet our minimum curve radius requirements, do they?
What is, they're 25-foot radiuses. I don't know what the town's.
I don't know what it's already up, and these are 150, I think?
It's in-
Oh, for center line.
Yes.
Where we'd be, I was thinking it was more multiple intersections rather than, you know, stop conditions, not through center line road requirements. As there would be stop bars and stop signs at those,
All these?
At all four corners?
well, at the
It's-
interior
it's-
drive. So this interior drive.
Yeah, but it's
Okay.
It's the four outside corners he's talking.
Oh, you're talking about these, okay.
Yes.
Yes.
All right, yep, okay, recognize, that makes sense.
Of course, I don't see it in the table right here, but I'm sure it's there. Minimum centerline radius, you're gonna be at 200 feet?
Yep. So recognizing obviously that will need to change or pursue relief.
I went through our lot sizing, table 1-1. If you got 26 acres, according to table 1-1, if you have A slopes and excessively well-drained soils, you probably have well-drained soil, excessively well-drained soils, but you don't have A slopes, but
It's almost like D.
I just assumed A, just to make it simple in my brain. I did not take out anything for duck pond, I didn't take out anything for the drainage easement, so I left it 26.6 according to GIS. That gives you 13.8 units.
Yeah. I mean, I haven't gone through the full calc, but I know the town's soil-based lot sizing results in a way different density than what the state's is.
But I do believe you're gonna have to take out the drainage easement.
Right, and then where we'd be servicing it with a public water system, it can be half the size, but no
Right.
less than 20,000, so obviously there's,
Are we gonna need, I don't know, this is a question for the board really. We have a 100-foot buffer for multifamily from residential properties. Is that included along the frontage? Over here? Along Skeeto Road? I don't know.
I mean, it could make sense it would, but it would be an offset of the lot across the street.
I think it should.
I don't know if it'll substantially change anything though.
The lot on the other side of Townhouse Road is commercial too, right?
Yes.
Yes.
So, Justin, did you say that you're accessing off of 114? You're not, you're coming off of,
Townhouse. The other thing I noticed is that in the commercial zone Single-family residences and condexes are not allowed, it's, multifamilies are allowed, so you have to have 3 or more units per building.
Oh, it's for it to fall under that?
Yeah,
So if we
to be a
did-
multifamily, you have to have 3 units per building.
Okay,
They can go up to 4 though, correct?
You can go up to 20, as far as I know. You can put one building with 25 units in there if you wanted
it's
to.
4 maximum.
Yeah, I thought it was 4.
Okay. I got the book right in front of me here. That's why we're here, so.
Yep. And it may vary if you're doing, honestly, certain development types, I can't remember offhand.
Page 34. Yes, up to 8, sorry. No more than 8 and not more than 3 stories.
Okay. So 3 to 8 will obviously satisfy the multifamily.
How many bedrooms are these gonna be? You say 2?
Yeah, we're probably talking like 200, actually 2 bedrooms, approximately somewhere around about 1,400 square feet. Not including the garage, just living space. 1 floor.
You still need 2.5 parking spaces per unit somehow.
Isn't it one
Even with
now?
that new state law,
Yeah.
I don't know about the new state law.
that reduced the parking substantially.
It did, I know it did.
I believe it's 1 now,
Have
Yeah.
have to
statutorily.
talk to Mr. Whitney about that when we get there.
Yeah.
Just from a conceptual standpoint, I mean, are you implying you'd rather see this go up than
Well, I think
out?
he's,
Is that where you were kind of going with it?
he's saying we can't fall under the multifamily because 2 condexes isn't a multifamily. It needs to be 3 units or more, or.
Right, 3
or
to 8.
Less than 8, more than 3 to.
What's your take on if we went up? Like, and we would say just did start doing something similar design, but doing it so that maybe it's 12 and then 12 and then 12, 3 stories up, or whatever happens.
We still only have 8 units per building,
Okay.
so. You can do 3 stories, I think it said 8 units per building. I'm not implying anything, I'm just commenting.
I think that along Skeeto, that area, the people who are abutters to that are generally not gonna be happy.
I think you need a buffer.
So if you had to buffer there to either hide it completely or not go that far,
Yeah, that makes sense.
Well, that's completely, there's no vegetation there left at all, is there? Very little.
I think it's pretty bare through there. Honestly, I don't know exactly
There's
what the law
maybe
lines
3
are.
trees in there?
Yeah, that's what I said, not much in there.
Yeah.
But I think you're gonna have to do a 100-foot buffer along Skeeto and vegetate it.
Incorporate
Vegetate it, yeah.
Yep. And would I mean, there's a lot of material out there. Would a berm in combination with vegetation be suitable?
Possibly.
Screening, yeah, okay. Just trying to get ideas.
It may also mitigate any noise if there was a berm.
Yeah, headlights and all that kind of stuff too.
Right.
Any other questions? So you don't know where the leach field's gonna be, you don't know where the well's gonna be, basically.
No, we have some ideas. I mean, we were contemplating putting the well across the street and then there's some sort of communal system over here. Obviously, a lot of it will come down to nitrate setbacks and playing
Right.
the puzzle of seeing if it can actually comply with, you know, the setbacks to the well and everything, so. But it seemed like it reasonably could fit in there, especially with the well draining soils. Helps us reduce the field size.
what's the setback gonna be from here for this?
From the drainage easement?
Yeah, how close can they get to that, 25 feet?
With the leach field?
With anything?
Well, you can be right up against it. Any other questions or comments? Any questions, comments for us?
I guess, is there any concern regarding the density or how we're coming to it? Obviously, we don't want to proceed down a route if it's,
Well, according to the zoning, you get, in my calculation, roughly 13 or 14 units.
and then based on the upcoming statute for next month, where multifamily is allowed,
What's multifamily allowed now? It's allowed use right now. the
in
zoning.
commercial?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I guess my understanding was it's just obviously to help the housing issue, which is why we kind of went
Well, I'm just
following
going,
the state's requirements, I guess.
Does it, you know if that law takes effect with, on first August, does it,
I think it's the 31st next month.
does it say anything about density?
Not that I'm aware.
I didn't think so. I thought just allowed multifamily and commercial is what I
Yeah,
thought.
mixed use, essentially.
Yes,
Mixed use, commercial and.
We're obviously under the intent to
Yeah.
help this ongoing issue, so it seemed tied to me, but obviously this would be the next up-and-coming thing for people to figure out.
For multifamily is allowed use now. So the density's the issue. I see maximum 14 units. I think it's gonna be less than that because it's gonna take out Duck Pond.
And you said that was with an ASO.
Yeah, I was assuming A-slope, and this is definitely not all A-slope.
No. Yeah, so we had basically utilized the site-specific soil mapping that was done for the entire development, including Duck Pond subdivision, so we didn't do the mapping, but obviously it was approved by this board, and we
Yeah.
assume it's accurate until we revisit it.
So that grade that goes up off of 114 is basically coming level to 114?
In finished product?
Yeah.
No. The intent's to maintain as much buffering as possible. Obviously, you don't want an eyesore that you drive by. There's a nice screening to the development as you drive by it, so, what you're saying to me is, I'm kind of imagining this berm and then some sort of another screening here to help mask it and kind of tuck it in there so it's not, again, an eyesore on the residences in the town.
So how does this new law conflict with the survey that was taken for the master plan?
One has nothing to do with the other.
No?
A, it's not the master plan yet, so
Yeah. Well, it's a consensus of the town
What,
people I'm talking about, mostly.
what would be the proposal to ensure that there's workforce housing? I mean, if it's condos and you're selling as workforce housing, that means there's limits on how much you can sell it for to meet the qualifications for workforce housing, I think, right?
Yes.
And would there be deed restrictions to prevent someone from, investor from buying it and then renting it out for a full market rate? Or,
I don't know if,
That's gonna be that's gonna
Yeah,
be a
like-
legal matter, I mean, that's gonna be, I'm sure there's some parameters that we can work with them,
Yeah.
but that's obviously gonna be, something's
Because,
gonna have to
I
be
mean-
referred to the council for that.
yeah, because I don't want to talk about it as workforce housing if we're not guaranteed that it remains workforce housing kind of thing, you know what I
right,
mean?
which is, obviously, I want to be open about multifamily,
Yeah.
they're open to development.
What we were trying to do is minimize the impact from saying, okay, if you go in, we have a mixed group of people. You might have some people that are in their seventies, that's got no impact really on the town. Yes, you might have some kids that are coming into town, but to try to get it across the board that the norm.
Well,
middle-class
if they're
person-
two-bedroom, that's gonna be a little limiting factor in itself for number of kids.
Right, but I mean, I guess, as I said earlier, the board even, when we spoke back at Duck Pond, I mean, it was into this affordable housing thing, from what I understood. And I'm saying, and the question came up, what's affordable housing? That's affordable housing in today's market. I mean, Duck Pond houses today that we're gonna be putting up, are gonna be $800,000.
Yeah.
And that's not affordable housing.
Right.
So it's, you might have the 25-year-old girl or a guy that just got out of college and they work at Fidelity in Merrimack, and it's like, I would like to buy this place. Or you might have an elderly person say, hey, I want one-story living, and I'm in a situation where that's what we got.
Yeah, what happens is, they buy it for workforce housing, and then 10 years later, when they wanna buy when they wanna buy a single-family house on a lot, they think they got something that's worth 3 times more than what workforce housing's worth, and they try to sell it for that. So that's what,
But that's, I mean, but again, that's fair market value, and that's supply and demand, that's what the, you know, I mean, that's what you see. I mean,
Yeah.
it's like, why are you seeing these bidding wars go on, because someone's willing to pay the price? We see it every day, I mean, and I'm sure everyone else does too. I mean, you look at what something's listed for, then you go
Oh, I
back to
know.
MLS, and it's $50,000 more than it was listed for, that's kind of just where we are with the market.
So you're not saying to quote the legal term workforce housing, you're just saying, what's the word I
The way
want?
I put it,
Affordable.
Right. Yes, I was thinking more of the price point, that was kind of the message that we got from speaking across the board. And sometimes it was, just like people say, a variance versus special exception,
Right.
they're not the same, they're different. Affordable housing versus workforce housing is the two separate terms.
Yes.
But they're intermingled all the time. So what we were trying to say is, something that's gonna be, you know, a 12, 14, 1,500 square foot, one story, maybe one and 1.5 garage, 2-car garage. I'm not sure if anyone's familiar with Goffstown, like Greg's Mill over in Goffstown, by any chance, anyone familiar with that? That, something like along those lines, that was kind of where we started, Bradley and myself, to say, that is something that people that, at any age, pretty much could move into, reasonably speaking. And again, that was the message from, I mean, it was just on the news yesterday from the president, they want more construction, right? The governor's saying more construction, I stood here, they would say affordable housing, so what did I do? I put that in my toolbox and went and talked to Naomi, talked to the fire chief, and said, let's present something that's gonna appeal to what they, basically what they're asking for in the town. So yes, we are asking for some concessions, maybe we can't string the numbers economically at 14, but maybe we can work on something to say, hey, this is what we're gonna do, and at the same time, we would go ahead and do the green space, you know, the separation. I mean, ideally, when we first started talking about this RT, that was supposed to be industrial base. And I was the one that pushed back to say, we're gonna go have Duck Pond, $800,000 homes in today's market, overlooking at that, so you can have anarchy. I mean, come on, let's be serious.
Yeah.
So now, so then what do I say to the investor? Ernie, Mr. Tebow, what are our options? This is where we're at today.
Yeah, and that was really the idea. It seems fitting for it, so whatever route, if it's supported, whether it's an affordable, I think they'd be willing to do some sort of deed restriction, assuming, you know, that's the path we're going. So,
I'm sure that piece can be worked out between, you know, the town council and our council. I don't think that's an obstacle.
Do you have the land to make it look like less of like a military base and more?
And again, we did talk about, that's why we talked about Miller's Landing, because if you're familiar with that, it actually has character, it has some curves and bends into it. We were just trying to say, is it okay for the variance from the 100, and obviously you guys can't answer that question, I understand that's a ZBA, and obviously it's not a tonight issue anyway, but, you know, that was the big issue, and then basically to say, hey, is there gonna be potentially some relief on the density issue? I mean, those are the two major things, correct, Bradley? I mean, it's the building setback and then the density were the two things, but we didn't want to spend $10,000 or $20,000 in engineering, and then all of a sudden you say, hey, just throw that and, you know, in the dumpster and we'll start all over tomorrow.
yeah. And just uncertainty whether we're in line with the statutory change coming up, obviously. It's great to have more input on what it should be and what.
Oh, we've done a lot of work up, on Hackett Hill, Countryside Drive, those types of things.
Yep.
They got some nice curves in the road. The buildings are close together, but, they kind of meander about. I think for a rural character, it would look better than a big square block of,
Oh, and again, we 100% recognize that, Bradley, and we talked about that internally, but we were just trying to put something to say, hey, this is where we're at, and then if they're on board, obviously we know we're gonna have to tailor the plan, because again, we said the same thing, it's kind of just cookie cutter, but again, some curve to would add.
yeah,
some
'cause
aesthetics.
it's the same kind of thing up there, but they look decent, but they're just not all in a big square.
No, I understand.
And that would alleviate your problem with these curves that we talked about. You just solve a lot of issues in one shot.
Just an FYI. So you're gonna need a variance for the building separation. You're probably gonna need one for density. And if you're gonna go with some kind of layout similar to this, we can't waive the minimum geometry for the roads, on a
Yep.
private road.
Okay,
We can on a public road, but we can't on a private road.
okay.
We messed up when we wrote the ordinance, sorry.
All right, no worries. And then, I guess, would your recommendation be if we needed to go for a density variance to essentially follow the state's requirements as we're essentially showing here versus the towns?
I'm not gonna make a recommendation on
All
that.
right, I figure it might be a stretch.
Nice try.
I tried. Okay.
Looks tight, though.
Yeah, no, we absolutely recognize that. Obviously, we're just trying to get density on the paper without spending too much
You
money.
gotta start somewhere.
Yep, and come talk to you.
Yep. Anything else? Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you, appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Colleen, you're next.
Next item on the agenda is change in use site plan for Hand in Hand Center, and I'm gonna step down, and recuse myself, so. Have fun, gentlemen.
Oh, you think you're gonna step down.
Take my seat.
What do you do with it? At the bottom.
Looks like the application is. We're just reviewing the application. Okay, you wanna look at this too?
Do you have any extra copies of the plan, by any chance?
That's just the one. Okay, we have a motion to accept the application as complete.
I'll make the motion.
Okay,
Second?
all in favor?
Aye.
Good evening, gentlemen. My name is Helene Kirk, and I'm authorized to represent Hand in Hand Senior Center before your board to get a change in use. Before I go further, let me introduce the members of the board that are here present. Shirley Higgins, Susan Moran, who is our treasurer and secretary, and Ron Merrill. The property at 733 South Stark Highway was a residence and Avon store, though it had a previous life of being the location of the Quimby Inn in 1772, famous for where the Pine Tree Riot happened. It also has been a gas station with a small convenience store and a carpet store. On April 7th, Hand in Hand Senior Center was granted a variance by the ZBA for it to be operated as a senior center and thrift shop. We are applying to your board for a change in use. Hand in Hand Senior Center is a nonprofit 501c3 run and staffed by volunteers. We are an integral part of our community, providing a place for the senior population to gather, socialize, participate in various activities, and have access to programs that keep them active and connected. Multi-generational involvement with our schools and other organizations enriches the lives not only of the seniors, but also of the community at large. The profits from the thrift shop helps to support our expenses and allows the community a place to recycle as well as to purchase treasures. We hope that you will grant us the change in use which we are asking for. I'll be glad to answer any questions that you have.
So, on your site plan, is there identified access for handicap?
We will have 2 handicap ramps, one by the old section, which is, the old section is facing south.
Yep.
The ramp will go east to west
Okay,
into it. And the other one will be by the new built part of the building.
Where the
and that
commercial entrance
will be
was.
moved it slightly away from the building. We plan to have it covered as well.
depending upon how that works, you might find yourself sneaking too close to your setback.
I
the
believe
front of the
not. Our
building?
general contractor has checked into that.
Okay, just to be sure, okay? That answers that. So you have access via the church for 38 spaces on their property.
Not a specific amount of spaces.
Okay, well, it's on your plan that it says that, just so.
Okay, that-
Okay,
okay.
so, but we got some things to address on the plan too that we need to address. Not knowing how you're gonna be coming across there as far as access, because otherwise you're gonna go all the way out to the road and come around that stone wall, and you don't wanna do that.
No,
You
the
wanna
chur-
keep people safe. So you need to speak with the church about permission to do that and have that in writing. Not,
Okay.
and so it's in your file, okay? And then also, you may want to encourage them to make a registry to the deeds, registry of deeds concerning the parking. So because they're the ones giving you permission.
Right.
So that way, it's clear beyond just their letter of consent that it's been registered with the registry of deeds, okay? The other items that I would like for you to, it's just cleaning up housekeeping, okay?
I understand.
Because right now, this doesn't identify you. This identifies Lisa Wilbur from the past. So if you're able to take this document and remove Art Siciliano and Lisa Wilbur over here and put hand in hand on this document. Also, a new signature block for the chair, well, it'll be myself because I'm chairing right now, for me to sign that this is approved, this change of use. Do you understand?
I need to white that out.
Yeah, so if you just put a piece of paper over all that area except for this bar graph,
Yeah.
this area, and photocopy it again, and then put your own documentation on top, or make it your own documentation, that this is a hand-in-hand site plan. Okay? We're not asking you to do a brand-new one.
Okay.
Because it's just change of use. You're not changing anything on the property, per se, other than adding 2 ramps, which is not in our scope of approval today. Because we don't really care about what's going on inside the building or attached to the building. We're talking about its use, okay? So if those 2 areas are identified and cleared up, that would be helpful. Also, to put your case number for your variance on it as well at some point, at some place, so that we know that yes, we have this paper that notes your decision, or the decision for your variance, but as we know with life, things can happen like that, and all of a sudden, we don't have the documentation on the site plan. So if we can get that piece of information on there.
Okay, I'm not writing this down. Melissa, can I go to you?
Yeah, I think your husband's writing it down.
Oh, okay. I have my scribe back there.
Um,
Okay.
He's fairly intense, so we'll see.
Okay.
So that takes care of those site plan issues. And if you would, when it says lot line adjustment, don't have it say that, say change of use, site plan. Okay? I would also, and so that's one issue, okay? So that's not rocket science, that's just a simple thing. And that's something we can conditionally approve tonight, okay? You may want to investigate, because of the change of use, whether you need to have a new DOT driveway access permit.
From the state?
Yeah, to ask that question, whether they want you to or not. Okay? And then the only other last thing I have is safety. When you're coming out of your present location, I almost got hit by two cars coming out after a meeting or special luncheon at Wednesday, because everybody was looking one way and not the other way. And one car went, and because that one went, the second one wanted to go without looking. When you're up here on 114, the speed limit's even quicker. It's 30 where you're at, it's 40 up here. So just as a precaution, not to say that you have to put signage up or anything, but that your clients, everybody who gathers, for their safety, they need to look several times both ways. And be sure that if you're having two people coming out at the same time from your property and then the church property, someone has to make a clear decision who's going, and not to say, hey, it's good to go. No, you need to make that decision, not the person in the next driveway. Okay, that type of thing. So I'm excited for what is happening here.
Thank you.
I'm just concerned about safety things, because people come, it is 40, but they're 45, 50, going both ways.
Maybe I'll
And-
ask the police department to be
Well,
one of
yeah,
those.
so you could ask them to patrol that at those times. They do often set at the fire station, because there's people coming down the hill that are going too fast and trying to go back up the hill on the other way too fast too. But that would be the extent of what I would see, just to clean things up, to make it
Will do.
clear as it can be.
And do I have a time limit on this? I mean, is it tomorrow or next week?
No, as you follow through, once it's submitted to Melissa, she'll call myself or Craig to come sign with everything all done.
Okay. Is there anything else before I ask a question?
No.
So we would like to get a building permit, and I understand I can't get a building permit until you sign off on me on this. Is that correct?
Yes.
So until I get these
Well-
papers and you put your John Hancock on it,
But when we give her a conditional approval, she should be able to get a they should be able to get a building permit then. They just won't get a CO until all the conditions have been met.
Correct. Okay, that's better to understand. it that
explain.
way.
If we give you conditional approval tonight, you should be able to get a building permit based on that. But you won't get a CO until all those conditions have been met.
Oh, in any event, we wouldn't get that.
Right.
Right. Okay, does that help?
It does, thank you.
Okay. Any other questions from you? Or thoughts from you?
Thanking you.
Okay.
We're anxious to plow ahead quickly.
Okay.
We would like to open by September 1st,
Okay,
and so we have a lot of work to do inside, not so much outside except for the ramps.
right.
Would it make sense for us to put a stop sign on the driveway, at the end of the driveway, and would that be permissible?
I think it would be permissible. I don't think it would be necessary, because nobody else is
Okay.
on the whole road, because it's not a road.
Just out of a parking
It's
lot.
out of
not
a driveway, so nobody really does that unless they're
Okay,
I mean,
a stop sign buff.
okay.
Well, thinking like an older person, like I am. I
We,
would,
we started 50 years old, so.
yeah, well, we're past that. I would think a little reminder sign inside the building or something, a nice friendly sign saying, be careful leaving the premises, high traffic, high speed area. And that'll put it into your head when you're leaving the area, just be a little more careful. Sometimes you just need a little reminder.
Good idea, thank
know,
you,
Something simple.
thank you.
you make a list?
Yeah, it's in my head. So do we have any comments from the public? Yes.
Come up to the microphone.
You gotta state your name and address.
My name is Shirley Higgins, and I'm on the Board of Directors. And I just want to say how important it is for me personally to have a senior center. And I think we do a really good job, and it's needed. And we appreciate everything that you guys do.
Thank you.
But the crowd is here to support
Yeah.
our concept.
I support it.
Okay. So I'm gonna make a motion to approve a change of use for Hand in Hand with the following conditions. That the site plan submitted identify it as a change of use site plan rather than a lot line adjustment plan. That secondly, a new signature block be put on it. Third, Hand in Hand is identified as the owner. And fourthly, that the variance that was given on April 7th is identified with case number reference.
Second?
No, we're not done yet. We need something from the church.
Oh, yeah. Well, we do. We do have a reference to the parking lot permitted.
And he did mention when he was here last with that they would be agreeable to making a little path
Right,
or something, so
right.
I think that would be
It was
good.
just premature to do that until we got your permission.
So with that said, then number 5 would be to expand the church's permission so that you have an access way through that stone wall,
Yeah.
because it is a boundary line. That answer your question?
Yeah,
Okay. And encourage them to. The only reason we're saying is that for them to register it is so that if the church grows out of its facility and needs to move, and now they made it a restaurant, you would have to argue with the restaurant as to parking. Whereas if it's registered with the deeds, then you have a historical document that identifies that relationship.
We'll speak with them,
Yeah.
thank you.
Not to say that that might happen, but you just never know. So there's 5 conditions.
I'll second that. Let's also put in there that we instructing the building department that they could issue a building permit,
Thank you.
but they cannot issue a CO until all the conditions have been met.
Okay. So can we make it out a second motion? Or an
I
amendment to
want
this
to make an
one?
amendment to the
Okay.
motion.
So I'll agree to that.
Okay,
And you get a second? Any
Second.
further discussion? All in favor?
aye.
Aye. Opposed? Abstain? Motion passes.
Thank you,
You have your,
thank you.
you're welcome.
Appreciate it. Thanks, Ray. Good to see you, Bruce.
Yeah, yep.
Would you help us out before we started? Thank you.
Things like, you know.
You don't wanna be left out. Jeez.
We'll be here. But I did shoot my voicemail and everything. So, okay, so you're not,
Hopefully they all took good notes.
I saw that.
I didn't know he was gonna do that.
Yeah. See you, Ron. Peter, you're next.
Yes, as soon as everybody gets out of here, it quiets down a little bit.
Thank you for sitting next to my husband doing his puzzle with me.
My pleasure.
Next item on the agenda is change of use for A to B site auto sales, 68 North Stark Highway. Okay. We got a map here somewhere.
You have an application?
A to B. We got an application. I got a letter from Linda Town saying it's okay for him to be here. We got the signed application. Woodford, you're almost my neighbor. Pardon me?
Howdy, neighbor.
I'm up the road from you, on Bajor Bridge. I don't have a checklist and all that kind of stuff. So,
Do we have a written application of some sort?
yes, I have written applications. Somewhere.
Right there. That's it.
But I don't have the checklist that goes with it.
There were 2 pages. Mr. Governor.
We get to,
I got a page about expedited review, and I got Linda Town's permission, and I got an a butter list.
Checklist for you, because the hand in hand didn't have a checklist.
no,
Hand in hand didn't have a checklist. They just wrote out
just change of use.
change of use.
It's a, it's,
Oh, okay.
it's.
Anyway.
It's the expedited review application that he's not, did not fill out. Oh, he did fill out.
We have a letter from the, no, where to go? It's an email from the fire department saying, I'm good if he's not repairing anything there. So I looked at the plan the other day, yesterday. It's a septic plan, it's not really a site plan, but I don't, how do I say this? Parking for the entire complex, I don't see how it, I don't see any calculation of how much is for, Well, in that case, it says video store, but no, that's not there anymore. For the various other buildings. Because that's how you said you need to know how many parking spaces you have, or you can use.
Yeah, you know,
But
that particular building has a line of parking spaces in front of it along the tree line.
Yes. So what I'm saying is each use, it says here video store, but no, it's not that anymore. Hairdresser, computer guy, and you, each have to have so many parking spaces per that building. So that if in this case, video store needed 20 parking spaces, you're not gonna have enough left over. Because each use has different number of
Requirements.
parking spaces required.
Okay. Has it ever been an issue in the past?
That's why these are built.
Okay.
with the-
So,
for the-
so what we're saying is though, even though there looks like there's parking in front, it's not necessarily your parking.
Okay. Alright.
So we have to look at the whole lot
Complex.
complex based on what.
Because, I mean, it is all one lot with 3 buildings on it. So we have to,
Yes.
we have to look at all 3 uses to determine what is required for the total parking for everybody.
So you have to come with us with that number. We don't do it, you do it.
I suppose I
And
could
there
talk
is-
to the other business owners and see how
there
many
is-
spots they need.
And the other thing you might want to do is check with the owner. She might have something in their rental or lease agreements, how many parking spots they're allowed to use.
Sure, yeah, right. Yeah, cause, I mean, one is a orthodontist, right?
Mm-hmm.
The other one's a hairdresser, so.
Also, in the site plan regulations, we have off-street parking guidelines. Well, of course, it's the one page I always look at. Like hair salon, it needs two spaces per chair. So it's listed. May not be the exact use you have, but it's,
Well, there's auto truck sales
right,
only. So there's a 5 minimum
plus one space.
plus 1 space per 10 vehicles. So you have to have a minimum of 5. If you go up to 10 vehicles, you have to have yet another space
For everyone else?
for your people to come and park,
Oh,
your
okay,
clients to
yeah.
park, for you to park.
Sure.
Because right now, by your plan, if we only look at those, there's 5 in the front and 2.5 in the back.
Right. Here, 5 here.
And you're gonna use some of them for display spots, right? We're gonna put vehicles for sale?
Yeah, the intention was all those parking spaces in front of the building would be where the cars would park.
These here?
No, sir.
or
Right,
these
yeah,
here?
That circle.
No,
Yeah.
okay.
So, I mean, we'd need something from you indicating how many spots you're gonna use for displaying the vehicles for sale, right?
Okay.
I mean, how much everybody else is needing, how
Right.
much everybody else needs, right?
Right. Because I don't think it says anything in there about
Well, this is something fun.
auto sales for how many spots you need for display sites.
Well, it says it's 5 minimum plus 1 space per 10 vehicles,
Yeah.
whatever that means. Oh, that means if you have 10 vehicles stored, you have to have a parking space.
So you're saying like, if I have 10 vehicles
You need 6
on
parking
display
spaces.
for sale,
Yes,
I need 6 vacant spots?
yes. If you have 20 spaces, you need 7. Yes.
For customers to pull into, plus where the vehicles are.
Sure, yeah.
But there's dental offices, there's everything else, not everything, but a lot of things are listed here. Hopefully you can figure out a use from here that's close to what's there, and hopefully you have enough parking spaces there for everybody.
If you get a copy of this page, that'll give you a good guideline to go by.
Yes, I-
Go to the
I'm-
other
I'm-
businesses and see what they have and how many
You have
parking
your phone,
spaces.
you have your phone handy?
I do.
Want to take a picture of this?
Sure, I'm sure I can find it online or something.
Yeah, you can.
You can, it's
Yeah,
online. What
okay.
page number is that, Craig?
15.
15 and 16,
Building or site plan?
site plan.
So-
Site plan. That's the one thing I saw real quick, like we needed. Ouch.
Then I think you need to update that plan to write into what the existing businesses are as opposed to that, which is,
Yeah, it's a similar, so this is a septic plan that Mrs. Towns has been approved for, but what you're proposing is you need a change of use site plan.
Great.
Okay.
So you can use the general
use this.
property, but you need to identify, again, it's for records keeping. You know, if we say, well, it's only a amended plan for
the septic system.
septic, well, how do we know? There's no reference to any of the parking places for any of the, I mean, they're drawn in, but that doesn't say how many belong to each property,
Oh,
each
okay.
building, you know what I mean?
All right,
There was a site plan then for this also, because I was on the board at that time. There was a site plan, but she can't find it. It must be downstairs in archives and who knows.
Okay, so there could be a better representation?
Somebody should have one, either Art or Linda or somebody. It came to the planning board. I remember it coming to the board.
All right, and then that one might say how many parking spaces are allotted for each different,
Well, for the video store and for
It's
the
gonna be
real
wrong
estate
because there are
office.
different uses then.
okay.
Yeah, it's gonna be for the video store and for the real estate and for the martial arts.
Yeah, I guess like you said, you look at the leases that they have, and they probably have designated parking, they may have.
They may, some do, I mean,
Yeah,
if
'cause-
people, if, you know, but not everybody thinks of that when they're doing them, but.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, like, I think Pastor Bill pointed out, people are parking between these two buildings in here, but that's not really a parking space because you can't get in and out if anybody's parked over here. So you can't count those, if you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Things like that.
yeah, because, you know.
Do you think
for
they
the
could
size-
count them to put cars that are for sale, because they don't have to leave?
In here?
Yeah, I don't know, I'm just saying.
I wouldn't know.
Yeah, the appeal for me was basically the frontage that the.
Yeah, the visibility from the,
It's really nice. You
Yeah.
drive by and you could see the whole line right up
Yeah.
to the building.
But we need to know how the parking's gonna work for everybody. So, and like I said, the site plan regulations do show
At least
the
five,
table,
minimum.
minimum, yes.
So wouldn't the owner of the property know all of this to give him that information? She would know, right?
She may. Of course, that was, how many years ago?
No.
08, 17 years ago? 18 years ago? It's been a while.
Okay.
God, I've been on the board that long.
yes,
Yes. Anyway, so back to the rest of it. You say you wanna have how many hours? 3 days, 5 days a week? Is that what
Yeah.
you said?
Yep. It's normal business hours.
Where did I see that?
I think it was a question somewhere on that application.
There it is, 8 to 5, Monday through Friday. So you're not gonna be open Saturday and Sunday?
Or by appointment or something.
Can you, when you get this other plan, put the hours on the plan?
Sure.
That just,
and put something on there for Saturday and Sunday, just in case, you
Yeah,
don't,
I would-
because if you don't have something on there, and
if you're meeting somebody there at 6 o'clock on a Wednesday night, it's possible somebody could complain that you're open in hours you're not supposed to be. I'm serious. It's happened to other people.
so,
It doesn't
so,
cost anything to make these hours bigger right now. If you want to be open 8 to 12 on Saturdays, 8 to 8
I
on,
see what you're saying, yeah. Yeah.
let's,
think big.
put all the potential, you know, just,
Right.
don't limit yourself, because that's what it does, is limit yourself.
Okay.
If you want to have possibility of hiring somebody sometime, put down 2 employees. Just in case.
Okay.
It
Things like
doesn't
that.
make a big difference in the approval, but it makes a
Right,
big
it-
difference what you do in the
It
future.
could make a difference a
You
couple
don't
years
have to
from
come
now.
back.
Right, yeah, sure, I'm kind of covering
Not that we don't
myself.
mind seeing you, but I mean, you
It
know.
doesn't mean you need 2 the
Oh,
day
yeah,
you open,
it's
you know,
What I
just,
love to do with my Thursday.
I do. That's what I do, get a hold of Linda, see what she has for parking, look at site plan
Yeah.
regulations for parking. I mean, all we're really worried about is septic, driveway, and parking. I'm not worried about this septic, I'm not worried about that driveway, so parking is the issue.
I mean, the septic's getting less use now than it,
Yeah, more so.
any other use in the
I was
past.
told that there used to be a Taekwondo studio.
Yeah.
So I
Yeah.
imagine the parking there,
Oh, it was pretty crowded there when they were doing classes, yeah.
yeah, so
I used to go there.
if it could, if it could accommodate all that, I imagine it can accommodate what I need.
She'll get you.
I'm sure it does, but do you have 10, you put 10 parking spaces, or do you get 4?
Yeah. Well,
You wanna know
one
that.
would be- One of those would be viable as a business and the other one wouldn't.
Right, so you wanna know that, right?
Yeah.
Did you talk to them about that already?
Talked to Linda.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was all on board. She's the one that even suggested I circle the, the spot on the grass over there too. You know,
Yeah, that's helpful.
it is. So she's really, supportive.
Did we accept this application as complete? We did not, did we?
Say it again?
Did we accept this as complete?
No.
No.
Are we going to?
Oh. I mean, he gave us a plan.
Yes, you did.
He gave us that completed application. He needs to make corrections to them, but I think we could accept it as complete. He's
Are
gonna
you
make
making a
corrections.
motion?
Yes.
Are you seconding your motion?
Second.
So we got a motion and a second, that the application is complete. Discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
So we accepted your application at least. So,
I think we want to continue it, so he's got time to make these,
yeah, month,
yeah.
July, whatever it was, 20,
Third.
thank you.
Any public-
That'd be enough time, you think? I would hope.
I was really hoping to get in there for July. She's been very lenient with me, and because I approached her in early June about this, and she wanted me in, well, actually, late May, and she said she wanted, she tried to get me in for June, but I missed the window for this meeting to apply for it for June, so she's been patiently waiting 3 weeks for me for this meeting, in anticipation that I can sign a lease for July.
We don't have anything else for the July meeting,
Is there a meeting on July 15th, or whatever the day that is?
whatever the date is,
Ninth.
9th?
Yeah.
Or we're gonna have a zoning amendments and master plan and stuff like that, right?
There's one other conceptual that popped in.
Yeah.
To get everything done, we got a meeting July 9th.
But, get it done by then, for sure,
Well, it's 2 weeks and you got a holiday in there, basically.
done.
Okay.
Move we continue to the 9th of July.
I'll second.
Discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. See you on the 9th.
Thank you.
You're up.
Next, I'm making my notes here. Next item on the agenda is the lot line adjustment for BVC Sizemore. 678, 682 North Stark Highway. Getting my piles mixed up.
What does BVC stand for? Oh. Always nice to include everybody's.
Doc, it's like July and hot outside almost, you could.
What's that? I know.
His granddaughter needs something to pull it on.
I feel like I'm hiding something.
Maybe you should be.
I know, right? It doesn't make it up. All right,
Hang on.
okay.
Do it one thing at a time.
You're anxious to get me up?
Yes. Lot line adjustment first. We got a checklist. Pardon me?
You got enough copies?
Yes. That's your, we have an application, we have a checklist. It looks like it's all set from according to the checklist.
They got houses all the way in the back there, huh? I never knew that.
Commercial up here.
Yeah, but these two go all the way back up there. That's nice.
Move we, oh,
You want to view it? You can go ahead and do it if you want to. If you look at it, make a motion, doesn't matter to me.
Excuse me,
you need to see this?
excuse me again.
Houses all the way up here.
I know, isn't that cool? And somebody lives there still?
Yeah.
Similar to our property, way, way out back.
Yeah,
Well, that's the nosebleed section.
that's right, exactly.
We used to have a view, but Donna won't let me cut any trees anymore, so it's gone.
Nosebleed, it's
He
the
was gone.
old crap section in the wintertime, coming down.
Well, yeah,
It's easy and out.
but he's got some bunch of stuff to stop him at the bottom. His neighbor, there's nothing to stop him.
That's true.
I wrecked my 6-month-old truck coming down my driveway one winter. 6 months old, the big Dodge,
Yeah, yeah.
$12,000 worth of damage.
In the driveway.
Huh? Coming down the driveway, was a little icy, nothing I could do. And then we have what's called Donna's Curve, we named it after her because we knew she'd wipe out there, and she has. Well, I did. Went right off. the-
Okay, we're done.
into a tree.
Move to accept the application as complete.
Second,
Thank you. Discussion. All in favor?
aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Abstained.
Okay, thanks for having us. I'm Doc Belanger, the surveyor that's helping with this particular project. This one here is really, this is a straight up just lot line adjustment. We're shifting, this Sizemore Properties. They own Bill Russell's old places. This is the original concrete building he had here, and I think that was his home up top at one point. And then there's the large commercial building here that Sizemore works out of now, with a mobile home office here, septic in between, well out back. And we're doing is shifting the lot line over. Currently, I think it might have been Dan Higgins that moved the lot line this way. Now we're kicking it back over on the other side. It's about 3/10 of an acre, just jockeying that land from 7.2 to 7.3.
And the new building will fit where?
That's our next application.
Oh, geez.
Yeah, this is just a lot line
That's
adjustment.
a lot.
Yeah, relax. Relax.
I'm just curious, you know, where do I bring my trucks? I wanna know.
This is a silly question.
Quit going down your driveway.
4.91 acres rings a bell. It's under 5 acres.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, so it's gonna require a state application,
Yeah,
unless you let me just modify my plan a little bit.
I've run into trouble with that before. I mean, if it's 5, if you could get 5 acres, then you're good, but
Oh, we can. Is that something I can make conditional approval?
Well, yeah, how are you gonna do an additional approval whenever,
Yeah, with a change like that.
when you gonna change the lines?
Got to shift the line over.
Is what's this attached to the barn with the X through it? And is it in the setback?
Porch,
It's in the setback.
that's existing, well, it's not a porch, I'm sorry, it's must be a storage shed, okay, yeah, but it's an existing unit. history of this property is.
We got into this before with a pre-existing thing.
Yeah, with that shed with the guy up on,
With you, yes, with, on River Road, where I said it's pre-existing, we're not gonna worry about it. Once the attorney said, no, it's
No,
not.
that wasn't River Road, that was, Reservoir Drive.
Reservoir,
Yes.
yes,
Yeah,
reservoir,
wasn't that a fine mess?
yes,
That- I'm
That's
not
where
sure
you
that's
got-
still straightened
You
out.
got all the gray hair from that.
yes. That's what happened.
What's that?
I need new deeds. Transferring the parcel.
Yeah.
So can you move that line so that porch slash overhang, whatever, is not in the setback? Otherwise, you need a variance, right?
I could do that.
I thought you could.
especially if you gotta move it anyway to make it 5 acres.
So where would you propose that you're gonna make your move to make it 5?
Probably shift this one over, whatever, it's not gonna take much. Just kick this real corner over, maybe a couple feet, whatever it takes to meet that clearance. And this one here will probably extend it, just keep the same alignment, just extend it in this way to pick up the 3/10 of an acre, or, excuse me,
A tenth.
eight hundredths of an acre.
Yeah.
About a tenth of an
900.
acre, increase the, per lot.
So you're gonna extend this line this way,
Yep,
you kick this over here,
sure,
and do a diagonal.
yeah. And I honestly, I looked at it tonight and realized that it was short on acreage, we were worried about meeting zoning, which we do, but didn't catch the state law side of it.
And is there an existing monument at that point where you make,
Oh,
right down
front, I
here?
think it's in the driveway. No, there isn't. I guess wanna talk to you about that. It's all gravel up front there.
Oh, I see what you mean.
Isn't that part of the shared driveway part, or?
Yeah, it's just kind of a common area for everything. He owns both properties now.
Was this 3 lots at one time?
Yes.
And that's why that easement's there?
Yes,
Okay.
yep. So we can sink a bound in there, but
Yeah, I think it was 3 5-acre lots.
Yeah.
originally.
So you need a pin in the back, a pin there, a pin here, a pin there, and something in the front, right?
sure.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
And you got that intermediate pin on the side there. The first one back at the 134.59 mark.
Yes.
Sorry, where are you
Right by
talking
the
about?
end, north. Start at 114, go back 134.59 feet.
Above the common,
Right up here?
yeah.
Yeah.
You can't straighten it out, get rid of that?
I don't know. It takes a second to set a pin.
Okay.
I guess I could if you let me reconfigure the whole lot, but.
Yeah, let's not get carried away here.
Yeah. I'm grateful that it was just 2 changes.
Okay.
I think I can say that, yes, he's gonna extend that line and do that, and I can visually look at it and say, yep, you did what the condition of approval says. So can you spell discontinued correctly under mobile home office building? To be discontinued?
Sure. Yep.
Discontinued.
Discontinued.
What are you, running AutoCAD 14, it doesn't have spell check?
Operator error.
Look, we have so many abbreviations and stuff, we're just constantly saying, except.
Yeah.
Usually miss them.
Well, for this part, that's all I really saw, I believe. I do have, these are not the same ownership, never mind. Not exactly.
You're just trying to keep them separate in case you ever want to sell one? or-
They are the same, owned by the same.
Well, yeah, but one's BVC Sizemore LLC, and the other one's BVC Sizemore Holdings LLC.
I think they're both under holdings.
Was it both under Holdings now?
Our system is locked, Avatar is locked for the rest of the summer, so if it was updated, I don't have access to that.
If they're under the same ownership, does the easement exist?
I don't know.
Sorry.
That's a pre-existing easement.
I was just thinking,
Yeah, he didn't create it for himself.
But you can't have an easement over yourself,
Yeah, you
so
can't create yourself an easement,
it was kind of a joke, or kind of
nobody else gets it.
a, I guess. Any other comments or questions on the lot line adjustment?
And the reason why there has to be a line there is because there's two dwellings, right? You can't have more than one dwelling on a lot,
Yep.
otherwise they could eliminate the line altogether. We used to merge lots all the time when I used to build.
Well, I don't think he wants to merge them.
I don't.
That's the thing, yeah,
Yeah.
you don't wanna merge
I-
them.
Merging lots is a bad thing in my opinion. Hard to make. I didn't see your flood note either. Oh, there it is. Never mind. Now I saw it. When's the new flood maps gonna be available? Have you heard?
Any minute now.
Okay,
I think you can go online and look at them, but
okay.
they haven't got the printed ones out yet.
So I got monuments, DES I can cross out, right?
Yeah, we'll take care of
You're
that.
gonna move the PL, so the overhang's not in the barn like we discussed. And 4 rebars and a bound, you're gonna spell discontinued. Am I missing anything, gentlemen? Yeah, the tax card hasn't been updated.
Yeah, Avatar is locked because they're doing the reassessment, so it's not gonna be unlocked till probably August. Miriam can't even access it.
The conditions? That's the conditions I know of. Monuments, moving the property line, 4 rebars and a bound, and spelled discontinued, right?
4 rebars and a bound?
4 rebars, 1 bound.
We got any butters gonna say anything?
Oh, sorry. Anybody from the public like to speak? Thank you. Hearing none, we'll close the public comment. Somebody can make a motion?
Move we approve the lot line adjustment for tax map.
Conditionally approved.
Conditionally approved. Lot line adjustment for map 402, lot 7.1 and 7.3, with the conditions of 5 pins, which are 4 rebars and 1 bound to be set, correct the spelling of discontinued, and adjust for 5 acres for lot 7.2, and the setback for the barn.
Second?
Discussion?
Yeah, state subdivision approval, did you mention?
So he's gonna move the property line. He's gonna move the property line, so it's
Oh,
5
okay.
acres.
Right, sorry, my bad.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed, abstained? Okay, so now we got another one.
Just gonna roll it together.
Probably not rolling the way most alike, but that's,
Huh?
I'm probably not rolling the way most alike, but that's all right. She'll get over it.
It's on the top one, that's his signature.
The next item in the agenda is a site plan for BBC Sizemore LLC, 678 North Stark Highway, tax map 402, lot 7.3. We only got one. We might have little ones here, hang on. I think we're good. Oh, jeez. We're going color. High tech. So we got the application signed by everybody. Everything's checked off, looks, what I saw before, looks okay. Anybody wants to? No, I'm good. You wanna read it? Bruce?
No, I'm good.
You wanna see it?
I'm good.
Okay, forget you guys, I'll put it away. I should have mentioned the other one, I didn't. We have no comment from police, assessing, conservation. We have another email from Chief Mark. Where fire department has reviewed the proposed plans for the 100 by 100 foot storage facility based on the designated use as a low hazard storage space. That's underlined. We accept the plan as submitted. We look forward to working with the developer to ensure a smooth construction project following all NFPA codes for storage facility. Should the property owner seek a change of use to a heavy equipment repair shop in the future, the department requires the facility meet stricter NFPA mandates. So first acceptance.
Move to accept the application as complete.
Second.
Discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed, abstained.
All right,
You're still off, right?
still here.
Okay.
Thank you. We'll address the other issues that will carry forth on this one here, change in lot, it just needs setbacks and everything, work. The office trail's leaving, so we'll get rid of that. One thing that, and I think I filled it out wrong, is, it's gonna be a shop and not storage. I understood it to be a storage building, but it's gonna be a maintenance shop. So that just, I think, kicks in the fire department's, one for whatever, fire protection.
They're gonna want a firewall, 5,000 square feet, right?
I'm not gonna quote a number off the top of my head. All right, so other than that, that's why we're moving the lot line over. It's a 100 by 100 foot building. He's adding, to the north side of the commercial garage that he's got in place now. Gonna get rid of the office trailer, got a septic system that's still gonna service the two facilities. The commercial garage now is operating there, it's gonna be converted to office space, right, for your team, wherever they are working for them. They'll move into this building here. And then again, this one here will be a shop for maintenance. Other than that, it's pretty much just an addition to the site plan. It's already a gravel space out there. I don't really know how many things we have to address around the checklist. It's kind of a,
Are the two buildings gonna be connected?
breezeway.
Totally enclosed, or just a roof to pass over? So you're gonna look like Bank Chevrolet to
Right.
figure out how to get to the parts department.
Hopefully a lot easier than that.
Is there gonna be other access to the building? Is there gonna be another door to the building?
Where, about like a garage door, like a human door, or?
Human door, man door?
Yeah,
Just curious.
I do have like a drawing of the building, obviously not looking tonight, but there is multiple human doors around it.
A new building, it just, don't we normally require like building elevations?
Yes.
It has a floor elevation. It's got a contour line, Matt.
No, outside view.
Oh, that,
Yeah, like a picture.
that picture.
What color is it gonna be? Gonna be a metal building, a clapboard building, block building, brick building?
Straw building?
Could be a straw building.
Straw.
Note, I see what note number 8 says, and I see what hear what you explained, but any chance you could like identify? Because we get two existing buildings. We got a building on lot 7.2 and a building on 7.3.
Well, 7.2 is out of the picture right now.
7.2 is in the butter.
Yeah.
It would be good to say existing commercial garage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The existing building on lot 7.3, even though it's referenced in
Yeah,
number
it's
7.
it's just not real clear.
So what are you gonna do with lighting?
Exterior,
Yes.
I would hope for like 4 lights, like one above each garage door, like 4 garage doors there in the front with a light above each.
Where are the 4 garage doors gonna be, Chuck?
I don't know. I don't have, I didn't have a full plan. I think when I did this.
We're not driving through, right?
Driving through.
Driving, big one on the back or 2?
4 on the back,
4 on the front, okay. So it's like,
Those elevations,
it's like the shop down in New Boston,
That one's just in the front.
just in the front?
Yeah.
Okay.
those
But
elevations.
that's, if we mirrored that, that's what we'd look at. But that,
Right,
this is
correct.
twice the size of that,
Correct.
yeah.
Those
It would
elevations,
look the same from the front.
Yeah.
but
would show us that.
Well, building elevations will show us
What?
that.
Building elevations would show us that.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I just wanna know, I got in my head what he's building, but now I have it in my head.
Well, I was kinda wondering, I was kinda trying to figure how the parking spaces were gonna work with the 4 doors,
Well, there's gravel parking, so there's not really any, I just kind of threw some spaces on
but
it.
I understand.
Yeah.
It could be someplace else, very easy.
You still gonna use the overhead door in the existing building?
I would hope to make that like, I don't know, glass.
Sure. Thanks, Nick.
Yeah.
That's okay. Pick it up.
I would hope to make that existing garage door like glass windows or something like that.
So you move those
Like an
park,
entrance door into the new office space.
so you move those parking spaces down to the front of the old building, because there's no door there, right? So,
Yeah, that door's leaving, so yeah.
yeah.
Well, plus this, the other office places going, there's parking in that area too, right?
Right.
It's all wide open, there's no
Yeah.
defined.
Yeah, your equipment sales, it doesn't really pile up in the back much,
No.
because you're turning over pretty quick,
Yep.
so.
Do we wanna go look at this? Do we wanna go to a site walk on this?
Well, I know what it looks like exactly.
I know what it looks like driving by it, but never drove in it.
I mean, I think the idea is he's gonna, I may be wrong, but I think you plan on closing, moving out into Boston and move everything down here, right?
Yeah, everything's just kind of spread out.
I don't feel compelled to go to the site work, I've been on the property
Okay.
numerous times.
There's plenty of room there.
Oh, I agree. Looks like it, now, driving by, it looks like it. Remember, you were conceptually, I drove by, I said, yeah, you got a lot of room back there.
Right.
That area out front where the old Oval Office building is and all that area, we have displaying equipment. Jock, could you mark on there that this equipment display area or something?
You talking about
Yeah.
across the front
Yeah.
here?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Sure.
Based from the last time you were here, I think this looks a lot better.
Yeah, well now I have that lot next door,
Yeah.
so opened up a whole new opportunity.
Yeah. And are there residents directly across from you or just open property?
There is a house across the street in the woods there. You can't even see it.
Your viewport kind of cut off the owner of lot 6-1.
Yeah, you see that.
How are you gonna pull through the building? You got this concrete block in the back of the building.
That's
Concrete
quite a
block.
bit of space back there. This, on the scale, this one is just 60, so you're looking at,
That's true. Yep.
depending where you are, but you're getting close to 60 feet, 50 feet.
Okay.
If you needed more room, is the banking diggable? Look, it goes up real steep there. There's a lot
It
of,
is steep, but I mean, if needed in the future, I wouldn't see why not.
yeah. It's not like you're going downhill into a wetland, you're going into a big steep slope, so.
Right,
I mean,
If you need the room, you can make it.
right.
yeah, with a hammer and maybe some nitro.
Oh, yeah, dynamite will do, dynamite will make room in a hurry.
Right.
Is that ditch wetlands?
Where do you see the ditch? I'm sorry, Craig.
I see ditch line going.
Oh, no, it's just a diversion ditch.
Okay. What are you gonna do with the storage containers? Are they just gonna stay there?
Continue to store.
Okay.
Not doing anything with these.
No, just as parts and
Yeah.
stuff.
I think we need another letter from the fire department now that the,
Now that the use changed.
yeah,
That's simply a matter of designing the building interior to accommodate more
Yes,
safety.
but we should
so-
have his comments on the new use, different use, whatever they wanna call it, revised use.
Yep.
Comments from the public. That's right, different application. Any comments from the public? Yes, sir. Come on up to the podium, sir, state your name, please.
Name is Rick Farr, 646 North Stark. We live right here. I'm here for 3 reasons. Number one is you all sent me 2 certified letters, and that catches my attention. So, congratulations.
State statutes.
You did it good, Melissa. And then as soon as I saw a 10,000 square foot facility, obviously that catches my attention. So I'm here as a good neighbor, and I know both Nick and Brittany. And they were at our house the other day so that I could understand this more. Our house is right here. We bought Billy Russell's large new house on top of the hill, a real long windy driveway. He used to own all 25 acres. But we bought that lot, and we were well aware of the use of that property at the time, and it still is the same use, so, good job. We don't want to see a different kind of a use on that property. But we do have some issues in visiting with Nick. We talked about truly 2 things. Number one is the construction impact upon site stabilization. That's a hill. There's been a lot of excavation on the hill. And with our house being in close proximity, it may not necessarily be something you're gonna talk about tonight because there's no proposal for the exact building yet. So I could be premature in my questions. But that's number 1 issue on impact during construction on my property. Found it impact on foundation, impact on my drywalls, impact on my well, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So construction impact, and then environmental impact. I've heard a little bit about that, but I may be premature in raising environmental concerns. And I'd love to hear further conversation, I guess, in the future about environmental.
You're not premature in either one of those, so go ahead.
Okay, very good. Type of things would be groundwater runoff and drainage, erosion control, the water levels in the wells, impact on air pollution, noise pollution, light pollution, hazardous waste, and traffic. All those, as a good neighbor, in talking with Nick and Brittany, we talked about, And they are as equally concerned about that, and I have great confidence that they will take that into consideration as they build this facility. But we just like to have you as the board also be conscious of environmental concerns. The closest home proximity to this is actually Chris and Missy at the bottom of our driveway. It's a double wide driveway. Billy sold them a lot down there, so they're probably the closest proximity. But we're up, we can't see it. Both Nick and Brittany were on our property, and we showed the proximity of where this is gonna be. We cannot see it from our house, so that's not a concern, it's just all those other environmental issues. So I just wanted to share that with you as you continue to review this and take those in consideration.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Well, he brought up a question for me. You say the commercial garage building floor is 664.8. It looks like you have a 654 contour going into it. So I assume that's a typo,
I imagine, yeah,
one or the other.
yeah, it's more likely a typo. It's already been worked out there, it's a pretty flat area. It's been cleared and everything,
Well, it was a
and graded.
big hole there.
That's what I was gonna say, the commercial building's going in a big hole, so we don't need to worry about blasting.
No.
There's a big hole right there, about 10-foot deep hole right
Yeah,
there.
oh, no, I could, okay, because of my note. I get it now.
Yes.
All right.
You can't win.
The days along, the weeks along.
It's already Thursday.
I know. It's next Friday. Jeez. The building itself will be built, it'll be built on slab. It won't be I don't know if they have any reason for blasting or any other
No, I mean, if you're,
ordinary, other than ordinary, digging of a hole basically. And,
there's already a hole.
yeah. That joke's been played. So we'll tend to that, I guess, the building elevation.
So you're gonna change, we gotta change the note to shop, et cetera, instead of storage, right?
Correct.
You're gonna change existing building to the note 8, existing commercial garage to be converted to office.
Identify more directly, yep.
We need building elevation views. You're gonna,
Have you got those yet, Nick? The building plans?
I do have a drawing from, Dennis.
You have them?
Yeah.
Okay, so we can provide building elevation.
the equipment display area on the south.
Yep.
You're gonna fix your viewport for that lot line.
Yep.
Both floor slab elevations are wrong on the old building too, so.
Yes.
Okay, yeah. That's cut and paste. Okay.
Had something else I thought of.
Slide those parking areas away from the front of the building.
Well, that's what it says, once we see the building elevation, we can see if the parking makes any sense in front of the building.
Yeah.
It won't if he's got 4 bay doors across there, so.
Yeah.
Well, plenty of room to move them in
Yeah,
front of
you
the
can move-
existing one. That'll be an office,
Yeah.
perfect space. Perfect spot for that.
Yeah, I didn't put them there because that's where the big existing garage door is, so, but that's gonna be a glassed over entrance, so.
And that,
You had what?
how close can you put parking to the lot line?
I don't remember. I looked it up the other day, didn't I?
Just mean those two on the other side of the building, you can slide closer to the lot line even, you know.
We're in
Was
the,
he coming down around that side of the building though with
yeah,
equipment?
you coming
When
through the
come out,
building, you gotta go out.
coming-
You come driving through the
turn left,
building, you
right?
gotta go there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Or you're just going onto the other piece of property.
Right.
No, don't tell us you're going on the other
Yeah,
piece of
yeah,
property.
you're not going on the other property.
Don't tell us that, no.
There is plenty of room in between there, yeah. Plenty of room.
You get that telephone pole you're gonna avoid, just stay on that side of the telephone pole.
That's right.
Article 24.8,
Yeah, but what's this sections 5 and 6?
24 point, that's what I was just trying to. Sounds like you can't go in your setbacks.
Must be. It's worded pretty poorly. So no, you can't park in the setback.
Okay.
But can you drive in the setback? I think you can.
30 feet from the side, 50 feet from the front.
Yes.
I don't think there's a driveway separation from the lot line. No, we had a big discussion about that a few years ago.
I remember that discussion. I was going through that in another town.
Okay, we do have a note there covering hours of operation,
Saw that.
10, okay.
You want to make them any bigger?
You wanna work more?
She shake her head no, he's going, yes.
Well, when you said, it's easier to do it now, like I said, our hours are our hours,
Yeah,
but,
but-
everything else is like by appointment, so. It's more along the lines of somebody wants to come and look at something that we have for sale at, 6 o'clock at night, cause they got out of work or whatnot.
You might wanna extend that
Well, I was gonna say.
7:30 to 7 or something.
I was gonna say, instead of saying weekends by appointment, just say something others by appointment or something.
Right, okay.
7:30 to 5, something by appointment.
By appointment really isn't a good,
Well, he wants to meet somebody at 6 o'clock, he can meet him at 6 o'clock.
He's got an appointment.
Wants to meet him at midnight, he can meet him at midnight.
Right.
There's a lot of times that-
By appointment as necessary or something like that. Technically, he'd be open
Other
24/7.
times, other times by appointment.
Yeah, he could be open
Take
24.
weekends off of there.
He could
That
be
way
open
it's-
24/7 if he wanted to.
I would. We are.
So other times by appointment?
Yep.
Okay. I think the hours themselves are more for the shop.
Right.
Yeah, not necessarily,
Sales.
yeah.
and when you're moving equipment in and out for noise more too.
Right.
Cause I mean,
Yeah, those trucks
Yeah.
like to start early.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
But it is a state road.
So we'll move this to the 9th also, or we wanna go to the 20, whatever?
Yeah, I think you do it by the 9th. You got the plans already, you said, right? You don't have to wait for those, for the building plans?
The other guy was real optimistic with 2 weeks, but
I think he was too,
yeah.
especially considering he hadn't done it before.
I think we can pull it off if it's just those plans and these revisions.
See, I've got 6 conditions or
6 things.
things.
Discontinued spelled wrong.
Again, right, yep.
Well,
1, 2, 3, 4.
So I have slab elevations corrected.
Yep.
Note 8, reference 7.3, building elevations, buildings identified as shop and office. Lot line corrections are brought forward, just so that's bring brought forward.
Yep.
And then other times by appointment for note 10.
New letter from fire department.
And so, yeah.
I guess. I got discontinued building elevations, equipment display area in the south, picture viewport over there. Lot lines, building 654, not 664. Hours vote, note 8, fire department, okay.
No, I think we're all set with the new letter.
This number's wrong, right?
Yes. Both,
Yeah, that's what I meant.
yes. You're all set?
I'll speak if that's okay. I'm not a town resident, so I just want to make sure that's all right.
Please, yes.
Trevor Anderson, Assistant Fire Chief. Sorry we didn't get a chance to reach out. We had a whole lot coming down the pike today. For all the boards, they were like, here's everything today. One of the things that why we showed up tonight, outside of a few other issues, was we were pretty sure this was not going to be a storage facility, right? So it was like, oof. Hence why that email got wrote the way it was, right? So, because if you're running a storage facility, your NFPA requirements are essentially null, right? It's a couple extinguishers, some EVU lights, pretty much no one in the building as long as it's a storage facility. Where
Lighting.
you're now mixing into an industrial mixed use, your NFPA requirements greatly increase, right? So what that is, you know, I would suggest in this next 2 weeks that you reach out to a fire protection engineer, right? And have them look at that building, especially if you're talking about joining it to your existing building with the office space, right? To make sure your firewalls and stuff are all in that place, right? Not necessarily in the shop area, but, you know, I would highly suggest you do that, right? Because I think that would go a long ways with us, you know, when you submit those plans to us, right, with a new letter, that it rapidly increases that. Because what we're seeing with a lot of these places, we're not seeing the fire protection engineer being contacted, and they're coming to the fire department saying, what do I do? We're not fire protection engineers, right? So I would highly suggest you do that. But like I said, I'm sorry to reach out to you personally today, but didn't really have a chance. But I was sitting here kind of waiting on this one, because I was like, pretty sure it's not gonna be a storage facility.
Right.
But I think that's it. So we'll wait to see that, and we can write a new letter during that time.
I don't think we need a new letter, we got it in the minutes, right?
Well, he's gotta do the fire.
That's true, yes.
Yeah.
Yep, okay,
Yeah, I think, keep it clean, we need a new letter.
yes.
Yes.
I also didn't think it was gonna be storage, because it says the existing buildings to convert to
Yeah,
office
like I
space, all of a
said, you
sudden,
know,
what's he gonna do
When you
then?
see the shop apply for a storage facility, we're pretty much, okay, yeah, sure.
We just keep the tools in the building, we work out an outside.
Going in a new garage and saying, don't go in it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Grab a tool, drive the new boss, and
Yeah.
work on it, come back. I forgot to mention, I did mention, but I forgot on the list, lighting.
Oh, exterior lighting.
Yeah. Anything else, gentlemen?
And with that, you might want to address the lighting on the existing building,
Okay.
if you're gonna do that remodel on the overhead door.
Look, so the lighting on that.
Yeah, just so that it's on your elevations, that everything's consistent, the same or whatever.
Yep.
Any other-
You have lights on that now?
There's 2 lights on the front of it, yeah.
Okay.
One on each corner.
Any other comments or questions or concerns? So is that a motion somebody just made?
Continue to the ninth?
Second,
Discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Abstained? See you in a couple weeks. You need a shave or anything? When I first saw you, I was thinking that, but I didn't want to say it.
Bye.
Thank you.
That was the one.
that's, this goes to,
I got all kind of rubber bands.
this is,
Yep, messed up her system something fierce.
I know, it's all right. It says Sizemore Motors on here.
Biggest rubber band for the smallest plant.
Yeah.
Okay. Master plan update, anything?
The only thing I have to update, we meet next Wednesday, and we're like real close to submitting a document. So based upon what we have, we will most likely present it during the work session in August.
Okay, so we got minutes from 3:26. Hopefully. Melissa was nice enough to print out the minutes and my email scribble that I sent out.
I got them, but the last time. These are the ones from the 26th over here.
You weren't here anyway, Bruce, but.
And April 9th. We can
Is
do
that the
one?
corrected ones?
No. These are the ones, these are the draft minutes,
And then on the back.
and on the last page is my scribbles.
Is. I didn't retype it, I wanted to see what everybody, if anybody else.
You said you were gonna retype it.
I was
Geez.
going to, and I didn't.
I don't blame you.
But I was there, right? It says I wasn't there. I
You were
know
there.
I
You were
know.
there, I
I
wasn't.
saw you. The really weird thing is I couldn't get any voice on my computer, any sound, but I did my phone. Yeah, I don't know. So anyway, I watched the video 3 or 4 times, and this is what I came up with.
You have that scribble too?
Yeah,
On the back page.
The last page is my scribbles, if you can read them. I changed it to, the owners presented a conceptual proposal to operate a group home with up to 3 clients residing, yabba-dabba-doo. Then the next line 27, I changed to Chairman Francisco read a portion of the recorded Declaration of Covenants. Article 3 states that each lot can only be used for single-family purposes. The applicant had not seen these documents. Chairman Francisco showed the applicants this article. These were recorded in 2021. I stated he didn't think this was allowed. The applicant said, okay. They left. I don't know where all that other stuff came from, is in there.
And the only other corrections beyond that is
Oh,
to remove my name from.
Pastor Bill wasn't there and Ray LeMay
Ray
was.
was, and I did not vote to adjourn.
I didn't see that.
Do we remember who voted to adjourn?
3 months ago?
Do you want to watch the video and find out?
Well, I know
Well,
it wasn't
seconded by
me.
Frank, so it must have been Ray.
That's true.
Either
Had to
Frank,
be you.
I probably seconded
Craig.
it.
Oh, could be. It's
Ray
either Ray or
and-
Ray.
Yeah.
Ray or Ray.
And I don't normally make a motion, so it's either Ray or Ray.
I didn't make the motion to end the meeting. I know that.
So that was Ray Menard.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll put Raymond right there.
But I seconded it. Because it was a Ray thing, like they always joke about.
No, Chuck Bolton. Seconded.
Said Chuck?
Frank
Yeah,
Bolton.
maybe. I
Say Chuck.
remember
Should
saying.
we leave Chuck there?
Oh, leave it, who cares, right?
Yes,
He
leave it.
seconded.
Nobody's gonna argue who seconded
Stick in,
ending a meeting.
Stick in Ray Menard, seconded by Frank Bolton.
Okay.
We're happy.
Gonna be
I think.
happy.
We need a motion to say that, though.
Motion to accept as amended?
I didn't know you could make a motion.
No, I'm asking you guys.
Motion to accept. No, I shouldn't, because I wasn't there.
I make a motion to accept the minutes as amended.
Second.
Discussion. All in favor? Somebody has to vote yes besides us two. Aye.
I'll vote yes.
Okay. Aye. No, abstain?
Abstain.
Okay. Pass 3-0-1. Woo-hoo! That took a lot of work to get those minutes done.
Now, the April 9th one, it says I wasn't here either, but I know.
April
I
9th's
was.
already approved.
It is?
We're done with that one.
Okay.
April's done. We're on to May 15th, May
May.
14th.
Where is that?
May 14th?
Right.
You want this back, or I can keep this? I have one question on these before I hand them over to Bruce to look at.
He's looking at them.
Oh, he has a copy?
He's looking at my copy.
And I wasn't there, but I still have a question.
What?
Line 64, Mr. Bover was advised that he would need to complete septic design and obtain the proper approvals. He also indicated he would seek building permits for 3 homes. The board discussed that a site plan application would be needed to make the plan official.
Okay.
Vice Chair Stockhouse recommended obtaining a site plan. Then line 69, the board indicated that Mr. Bover may obtain building permits provided that all required setbacks are obtained. Well, do you need a site plan or not?
No. What the, should say is that if he wanted to make the present plan official, as in up to date completely, he'd have to do a whole new site plan.
So you recommended a site plan.
If he wanted to make it official. He doesn't want to make it official. He doesn't want to bring it up. He's leaving that up to the boys. Because he kept asking, so do I need a site plan? And I said, what do you want to do? Because based upon what he presented for information, every lot is already identified.
Right.
Nothing's changed. He has 2 active wells, which he clarified, because the one well that's on that site plan is no longer being used. He's got 2 wells within 10 feet of each other, putting out 30, both of them putting out 30 gallons a minute, and he only using one. One's a backup, and he has a third. So that was kind of one of the concerns that we had, is to, well, how's this water system working? Well, he's overbuilt it because of state requirements. So it's the state requirements that are working to make these issues safe. And so when we came to that point, it was like, okay, so now we know it's not some well dug up 3 towns away and he's piped over. He's got 3 legitimate well sites that are producing safe water. And looking at the site plan that he presented from 1969, or whatever it
I
was,
remember seeing that.
it's got 1, 2, 3, 4 more layers of development that could happen. He has no desire to do that in his lifetime. He wants to combine 2 sites to build his
So the board,
retirement home, which he's already retired, but they want a one-level home and not to be living in the farmhouse any longer.
so the board said he can build the 3 houses? Is that what you're saying? The board indicated he may obtain building permits, and up above
He
you're
would
saying.
need to obtain building permits for those properties.
He
not
doesn't
that-
need, he doesn't
not-
need any site plan.
Not that we are giving approval for it.
He doesn't need another site plan.
We weren't compelled that he had to have another site plan.
Somewhere that should say that.
Right. So in that last phrase then, but you got the question.
Here, you were there. I wasn't even there. You got a pen. Just that doesn't make sense, what I'm trying to say.
So it should be then, the board, on line 65, the board discussed that a site plan application would need to be made to make the plan official. I did recommended obtaining a site plan, but not required. I would say
So
that
you-
69 and 70 need to be included in this, that he would seek building permits for the 3 homes, provided all the required setbacks. I would eliminate that statement right there.
Because if you look at this, it looks like you run down and get building permits tomorrow.
There's only meets setbacks, yes.
Yeah,
That's what he's saying.
right.
Yeah, which he could, because there was no change in the site plan, there was no,
He came in and got one today.
Did he get a septic approval for it?
How about we do it at the end of it without a revised site plan?
say that again?
How about we say that?
Yeah, that fines. Or a revised site plan is not needed.
I was gonna say,
Yeah,
maintain, comma, without a revised site plan,
Yep.
period.
That works.
What line is that on?
70,
70.
Read it again?
comma, after maintained,
Yeah.
without a revised site plan, period.
Because it's like,
I remember we looked at that plan.
it's all one lot, and all the individual lots, it's as-built. And he decides how much is gonna, you get a 5,000 square foot lot, you get it for this much. If it's 10,000 square foot, you get it for this much, or whatever, and that's, but it's all still one property, and he's paying the taxes.
The mobile home park.
Yeah,
He's not selling lots, he's selling building pads.
correct.
Yeah.
Or not even
No,
building
not he's
pads.
selling that, he's renting it.
He's renting
He's
the
renting for building
lots,
pads.
yeah.
Yeah, renting lots, basically. Yeah.
But like I said, there's at least 3 more levels up the hill.
If he goes up the hill, we may have to have him back here.
Well, I think within the context of what we encouraged him toward, is that he just wanted to build maybe for his
Yeah,
house,
3 or 4 houses.
and 2 more houses, that's it. And then whatever the boys want to do with it afterwards, he doesn't care.
Right.
But
Okay.
if they come in after he's gone and they say, well, now we want to develop this whole section, well, I think that requires a new site plan, because we're dealing with a different entity.
Yeah.
And again, I don't know how much of the process his father was the instigator of the whole process.
Okay.
But that clarifies that whole issue. We didn't give him permission, in the sense that we give you permission. We gave you guidance to say you don't need a whole new site plan, because you already have one. And you've satisfied the questions we had about water. And every unit there, maybe there's 2 or 3 places that got shared septics, but they're all state approved. And anything else he does new is gonna be all state approved.
Okay.
And they're in that business too, so they know what, just like you, and you, and you. Except me, I just use it.
So somebody can make a motion?
What date was it, 3, can I have that?
5/14.
I move to approve May 14th minutes with the amendment on line 70.
Do we have a second?
Second.
Discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
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 FYI, 2 wells 30 feet apart in DES's mind is not gonna count as 2 wells, it's only gonna count as 1, because this one's sucking the water of that one, in their mind.
Yeah, but I don't
care.
I don't know what's going on with what
Well,
they've
with the number of
approved.
people there, he's regulated, it's a small public community water system.
Right. He's being monitored by them.
Yeah, oh yeah.
So it's not like he's pulling the wool over our eyes, because he has to deal with them.
Okay, May 28th. I had no comments except to Melissa. Did you hear back from the Plan New Hampshire listserv? And you already answered that question, so I have no questions.
Is he done yet?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay.
Reviewed
Move to
it.
accept the minutes of 5:28.
Do we have a second?
As written, yeah. Second.
Ray, second. Discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Abstained. Woo-hoo. We're caught up in minutes. Other business, what do we got? Anything? Did you listen to the webinar today?
I did listen to the webinar, took a bunch of notes. So I did listen to the webinar, took a bunch of notes. It was super helpful. I want to look some more into it. But it sounds like the recommendation was it's good to look at having an impact fee in our zoning ordinance, even if we're not charging any money, because then when big projects come up, we could potentially look into that if we wanted to. It sounds like it's a lot of record keeping, a lot of work
It is.
that I'm not sure I'm ready for yet. But the woman from Brookline came and she talked about how Brookline uses to get a new DPW building. A lot of people, the top use for impact fees in New Hampshire is for schools, and the second use being recreation. You can't use it for anything like police cars or fire trucks or anything like that.
Can
It's
we
just-
use
So it's
for
not
road
going-
maintenance and construction?
No,
No.
not really, no.
Only if it's on the road of the subdivision.
Right, and then,
The AMS thing, you
So-
might be able to use some money for repairing River Road, but it's gonna be a portion of how much traffic.
Right.
Steve Keach has a formula.
and that would,
A lot of times, you're better off working with a developer and get them to pay for the improvements instead of doing it as an impact fee, because then if no one else does anything for 10 years, you gotta give them the money back, because you didn't collect enough money to do it.
right, it actually wouldn't be an impact fee, that would be a something else, I'm looking up what they call it, an exaction fee.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
it's a negotiation.
Correct, yeah. So I think it's kind of food for thought, we can talk about it with our zoning stuff, but just down, is there a school coming down the pike? I mean, I know we just paid off the middle school.
Yeah, we're going to
you
schools, I
know.
think. I mean, populations are shrinking.
right, so,
We don't need- Hopefully don't need a school.
food, it's just food for thought.
I mean, buildings, this is the oldest building we got now.
Yep. So I did watch that. That video should be out tomorrow. When I come back to work, I'll send the link along if you guys want to watch it.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
You can do a watch party?
No.
So what?
I thought we could do a remote video ice cream venture.
Jeez.
As long as we do it remotely, then I don't have to share.
How we get ice cream remotely?
No, we watch the video remotely.
Oh, okay.
And Ilsley's sitting on the picnic table.
Okay, all right, I understand that. I don't think I have anything else.
I guess I have a question, and I guess it's good to ask
I
it
do have something.
live than later. So with this potential affordable housing thing, how does that benefit us, our community?
It doesn't.
Because it's just gonna draw, it's not gonna give people who are renting in town a place to own,
Why
per
not?
se. Well, it might, but is it designed to prioritize our own people first, and then others from outside?
Well, it
Or
can't
how does that work?
That's the distinction between just something called affordable housing and real workforce housing.
Yes.
That's the point I was making. Calling it affordable housing, just because it's small and it's higher density, so it makes it less cost per unit. You can still get market price for it.
Right.
So it doesn't really fill the need of workforce housing, because the market price is gonna be a lot higher than workforce housing.
Oh, yeah,
Well,
but the market price of a 2 or 3 bedroom house is gonna be cheaper than the market price of a 2 or 3
Oh,
bedroom.
absolutely. Yeah,
2 or
I-
3 bedroom unit in a triplex is gonna be much cheaper than a 4 bedroom house in Duck
Correct.
Pond Estates.
True,
It's-
but you're still identifying a different market share.
Yes.
Because it's not the 24 to 25-year-old who's gonna buy that place, because they can't afford it. It's gonna be the 30 to 40-year-old, 45-year-old who's gonna be able to afford that,
Or it's gonna be
or retirees or
who
whatever.
We're in these big houses that finally have someplace in town that they could buy to go to and stay in town. Because a lot of people, older people, they don't sell a house because they don't want to leave town.
Right.
But so they don't have an option, because there's no other less expensive housing for them to buy in town.
I think diversifying the housing in the town is a good thing, whether it's,
No, diversified housing stock is,
yes, it is more.
That's why I suggested, don't build it the way you presented it.
Well, no.
I mean, we worked in a lot of nice places. These places are pretty nice and clean and neat.
Let's be honest, that was a dream.
Yeah.
There's no way they're gonna get 50, whatever number it was. They're gonna,
Well,
they're not gonna get a variance to increase the density.
no.
No.
And they can afford it, they can kind of call it affordable houses, but when I used to build houses, I targeted low-cost housing for people. So I built one ranch, it was always the same floor plan, no garages or anything, but it was cheap. We were selling them for $130, $150, and we were making good money on them, but those days are gone, because the
Right.
lot prices are much higher now,
Well-
and everything's, but if I built that same house today, it would still be a lot more affordable than anything else that anybody, but nobody wants to build these nice little ranches anymore.
So,
But they
At
call
what-
them
at what level-
affordable houses. It's not. You got a garage and all kinds of things. You don't need that.
at what level do we address who's driving the bus?
Well,
It seems like the developer is driving the bus.
yes, the developer,
So if we're going to manage growth, they have to ride our bus.
right,
They are riding our bus, because of our phasing limits of growth, limits of building permits.
Right, but also, even though they're going to make a state law to do we have to comply with that? To say your size of units can fit, your units can fit in this size?
No, I don't know of any state law that's addressing density.
So the issue, the reference they're making isn't dealing with density.
No, it's,
So we can monitor the density of that unit to,
I think the state law they were mentioning is that they said commercial buildings have to allow multifamily.
Commingling of commercial and residential.
gotcha, right, right. But that, yeah, but even if they're doing that, that doesn't mean we have to,
But that's not commingling commercial and residential,
No.
that's strictly residential in a commercial.
We
So
allow that
commingling residential is having commercial property and
That's already
residential, like the
established.
store over here.
Yeah.
With an apartment above it.
right, right.
Like Palmer's Tavern.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. They want that type of thing that towns have stopped allowing.
Right.
Back when this country was settled, I mean, that's how things
I
happened.
wouldn't, I wouldn't say they want that type of thing in the towns have stopped, that people just start building them, to be
Yeah.
blunt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, I don't,
Well, we have
to
to
be honest,
understand, when any developer,
I'm leery because of what happened with, Dollar General. They just,
They got approval and built what they wanted to.
correct. And then so they asked for forgiveness and not permission. I want permission first, not forgiveness. No, well,
Well,
forgiveness.
I
That's
think
my-
that,
That's my thing, but
I don't,
what I mean is that I don't want us to do it backwards.
that is your job, right?
Yeah, it is it. It's my job.
well, not that kind of forgiveness. The other kind of, okay.
Well, it worked, right?
Well, we know that a developer, their only intent is how much profit they can make from anything. So they'll always push it to the limit.
Well, yes. Well, the thing is, it
No,
looked
I guess
like,
agree.
it looked like they wanted to do the same thing up on Thorndike.
Yeah.
And because that didn't work out, now they're gonna go tackle this other thing. And we've already, yes, we already made it clear to one person in Duck Pond Estates that it's commercial property, so that who knows what they'll wanna do with it.
Yeah, I would think the commercial property, like he probably mentioned, that would be good use for the commercial property, is to put those units in there, more density, but
Yeah, the other part I'm concerned about is how is it gonna impact Duck Pond and that other, drainage and then,
looking at that plan, I would think the Conservation Commission's gonna have some
Well-
questions.
Back up. They're not gonna get more than 13 units without a variance. You're not gonna need a variance, so cut that
Cut that in half.
cut it in fourths. They showed 40-some.
Oh, yeah,
So take a fourth of that. I mean,
yeah.
it's just some, all right, just had to ask.
got a
Did we
motion?
adjourn already?
No, we did not.
I move to adjourn.
Okay. Do we have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstained? Can we flip the switch?